first step towards achieving your dreams is having the right coach. Get the best education with CAD.com Lab and make your AutoCAD 2D 3Ds Max dreams come true. Download the app now.
फिर होस्पोस हो जाती है, समझ में नहीं आता। इसीलिए आर्किटेक्चर पार्ट में इसीलिए कॉल आउट्स को यूज़ करा गया है, डिटेल कॉल आउट को यूज़ करा जाता है ताकि आप उनको मार्क करके अलग सेपरेटली शो करा सकें सिस्टमेटिक वे। सो व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ डिजाइनिंग एनी फ्लो प्लान? प्रोसेस setting units, right, setting units, templates. First of all we will discuss right. So first point, we start with template design before starting the project. Second point, after template design, second point that we will follow the unit setup, which one is very important. Unit setup, and the shortcut is U and enter. Simple, it's a basic command, everybody know about it. Third, when we start any flow plan, then we follow some basic command that we use in our plan. Any design, example, copy, move, rotate, offset. There are some important and basic command that we mostly use in our drawings. So first process is template, second process unit setup, and third one is we start with walls. First of all, we create a wall that we have a requirement of the client, and when we create a wall, then we use a basic command like offset and rectangle. So I explain, like we can use a rectangle command, rec enter, then click on screen, d enter, and also we can measure the size of the plot area, like this one is 20 feet and 50 feet. First point is very important. Before creating the walls, my wall layer should be selected. So just go in the layer options and type wall and select your wall layer. So the wall layer should be selected in your layer tab option. So
sir, in units for feet and inches,
feet inches,
engineers,
right. So we will use a basic like architecture or inches command. In your type you and enter, in length type use architecture, and second one in scale, under the scale choose inches option. If you are working on a mm, centimeter and mm and centimeter, then we will use the decimal in length type, and we will use a mm in scale type options. Decimal and mm, decimal, and we can choose centimeter. So under decimal we can work on both unit mm and decimal. So these units are work under the decimal options. And for architecture we will use always inches option, not feet. So architecture inches, precision we will use around 1/16, and okay. So this one is wall. So every wall should be on layer, wall layer. Simple. With wall also we will on one command which is called line weight. Also this point is very important. Line weight should be on in our project. Shortcut is LW, enter. Line weight, LW, enter. Just type LW, enter, and click on display line weight option, and okay. So every line weight is mentioned in our layer option. So I will forward this template in groups, and you can download from that. You can see that slab has a standard of line weight, also projections, sections, wall. Also this one is on a standard line weight. So you can choose your line weight from layer options. Also you can change the properties, like just click on line weight, or you can choose any property that you wanna use in your drawings. But these are all standards. These are all line widths or standards that we can use in our project. Simple. So line weight and template is very important for our project, right? Now we will use the rectangle command, REC enter, click on a screen, D enter, then specify length and width, and also we will use the offset command. Like example, it's very basic command, everybody knows then how we can design a wall. Mostly we use the offset command in our planning. Then we have to design a bedroom, washroom, OTS. Then we use offset command, example, room size. First wall thickness 9 inches and room size 10 by 10. Then we use mostly offset command. So before using the offset, use explode command, X enter, so that every wall offset individually. So we can create every room and every specific area on the basis of requirement with offset command. Like this one is washroom and wall, simple. Trim. First work is we have to create a only wall, only specific area. This one is washroom, this one is OTS, this one is rear side back area. We will design only areas without doors and windows, right? First point is design a only walls without doors and windows. After that, like this one is simple bedroom, washroom, rear side back, dining area, and this one is drawing room and porch area. There are no any doors and windows in our planning, so we are following the process of making a design. After creating a walls, next step that we use, mention column size. Column is a structural part, so we can use a standard of architectures and that we can use in our drawings. Like if you have a strong knowledge of structural, and also you can work on different types of structural software, then you can work on a structure. Also if you have a structural degree, then you can work easily on any project of. But without technical knowledge and like license, we can't work on any structural part. On the basis of building bylaws, they allow that we can design only G+1 and G+2 structure on the basis of the basic concept, not high-rise buildings. So what are the thumb rules of this structure that we can use in our project? There are some important points, basic fundamentals. Every story, like story 1, G+0 building, and we are using a 9 inches thick wall in our project, then we can use the column size approx 9 by 9. G+0 1 story buildings, for one story buildings. For 2 story buildings, G+1, also we are using a 9 inches thick wall. We can use column size 9 into 12. So every column size depends on the multi-stories and different types of floors. For third floors, G+2, same, using 9 inches thick wall in our project, we can use a column size approx 12 by 12 inches. These are all standards.
Sir, in 9 by 18 is there no?
Also, we can use 9 by 18, but there are a lot of terms and conditions that we use in our project. Like cost of the project is also very important for me, right? We are saying that also we can use the standard sizes instead of these things. We will see the cost of the project also. So not everything is depend on the standards. And practically there are so many changes that we have to design: sizes, cost of the project, requirement, site conditions, everything. If you have no any structural background, knowledge, then you can use basic fundamentals, standards. 4-story G+3 9 inches wall 12 by 16, and G+4 5-story 9 inches wall, we can use 12 by 18, right? So we can use 10 by 9 by 9, 9 by 12. Also we can use 9 by 14 depending on the structural categories. So it's a basic that we can use in our drawing, and practically then you can decide on the basis of your project and cost. Simple. So second point is, first we create walls, line width should be on. Third point is mention column. Then
What is the size of your site, sir? Layout? Plan.
Layout size.
No, it is doing your plan, no? It is 30 by 50 or anything?
Okay, size of the layout, right?
Yeah, yes sir, yes sir.
Size of the layout we select to 30 by approx 60, sorry, 30 by 60, right? So how to mention a column? First of all, choose column layer, type REC rectangle, D enter for dimensions, and mention your column size 9 by 12. We will use cross sign in our column so that we can trace center point easily of that column. Also we will use a gradient. You can choose your own color, like we will choose this one. Select object and enter. After creating a column, we will convert this column in block option, then mention name columns, select object, pick point, choose any point on column. Convert to block option should be checked, allow uniformly and allow exploding, also this one is checked, and open in block editor should be unchecked, and OK, right? Select your column or mention in your specific locations. One point also is very important: the gapping. The center to center distance between the columns minimum is 3 meters. The maximum we can use a 5 meter. Center to center column minimum 3 meter we can use, and the maximum value is 5 meter. So in column position you can see that we use 2 columns here in rear back side back area, and now 3 we use in front of the wall. Also we use 3 columns, this one in 3 meter spacing, and here we use 4 columns, 1 2 3 4. Also in front of the structure we use only 3 columns. So column position is very important. It's not means that we can place every column in every corner of the wall. Follow the spacing and column sizes. So this one is very important. If you have no any background of the structure, then you can design this part from your structural engineer. person, right? So the process is
Sir, I have one doubt. Sir, when we do plan 30-40 like that, for we can place the bedroom sizes, kitchen sizes easily. But when I go for living room, I'm unable to get that measurement, sir. How can I know? Can you tell me?
Living room actually the basic space that we can use approx, like there are also some conditions. If you are placing a stairs area, and after placing the stairs you can use approx 20 by 12 sizes standard, right?
Okay.
And this area
Placed by wall to wall, sir.
yeah, wall to wall, right? And also this point is very important and depend on your size of the floor plan. Size of the floor plan. Bedroom you can choose on the basis of the standard in building bylaws. So we are using 10 by 13 standard. Also washroom area we can use on the basis of its standard by building bylaws guidelines. So we are using a 7.
What is the face of this plan? South or north?
Direction of this plot area, right? So the direction is, you can see here, orientation is northwest. This one is orientation. So orientation should be placed according to your direction of the plot area. So this symbol is very important that you should have in your project. And sheet also important. If you are working on with sheet, then it's very good. If you have no any sheet, then I will forward this different types of template in group. Okay, then you can download and mention every drawing on sheet.
By placing the sheet like logo you have done now, we can place we have to save permanent limits in AutoCAD. How?
Permanently, actually we save every sheet in a block forms, like we have a A4 sheet, also we have a A3, A2, A4. Then after completing the project, when we print, then we mention every drawing on sheet. So different types of sheets layout you should have, and mostly we use A4 sheet, right? And template and format, you can choose your own format and template. Like this one is working drawings, ground floor, first floor, reference number, sheet number. Also you can choose your own on the basis of project, categorize, date, and orientations and details. Like here we will mention the door window sizes. So it's not important that I am using this kind of sheet format, that you have to choose this format. You can choose and design on the basis of your requirement. It's not important. So are you working on a sheet right now? You are working with sheet, yeah, without sheet?
Without sheet, sir.
Without sheet. Why?
I'm not getting that one. How to do it?
Okay, no problem. I will forward all these sheets. Okay. So process is line weight, walls, and columns. Columns we can choose on the basis of standard, yeah, on the basis of our drawings. After that, after placing the columns, our next step is then we design doors and windows part. So door and windows. First of all, like this one is kitchen and this one is bedroom, right? So we will, first of all, we will create a door area and make an offset like of the door size. We will use approx 3 feet 6 inches size of the door here. So make an offset of the door size and trim all